Well, right now Ontario is in the midst of some challenging economic times. We're focused on bringing down the deficit and actually balancing the budget by 2017-2018. When it comes to the Slots at Racetrack Program, we're called upon to make a tough decision. And that's why we've canceled the program, but we still want to make sure that we help and facilitate the transition. So that's why we've committed to a panel now with 3 former cabinet ministers of different parties to basically look at how we can help transition those who've been involved in the racetracks locally in rural Ontario and help facilitate the transition into potentially other industries.
We do think it's extremely short-sighted. First, there was no consultation whatsoever with those communities. They found out like we did in the budget process, and quite honestly, I think there was a lot of shock in the community. It was a very profitable partnership. It was working for the people of Ontario, and it was working for the rural communities. And that initiative was actually brought in during a time when the horse racing industry was suffering. And it proved to be successful for all concerned. So I think that the community's shock and sense of disrespect that they had following the decision was well-founded. That said, what we were able to do during the 2012 budget was secure some one-time transition funding for the families. That's the power of a minority government, is that you're there to work for the people and you're there to get the work done. And we were able to bring in that one-time transition funding, and we're committed to finding a fair solution that works for the industry and the province. And as it stands right now, it's just not working.
Well, thank you very much for your question. I've had the opportunity over the last couple of months to chat with many people whose lives will be and are being affected by this government change. I oppose the government, the McGuinty Government's plan to cancel the horse racing program. And the reason why I do is because it has the potential, the very likely reality, to decimate an entire industry, decimate $1 billion in an industry that has proven itself to provide up to 60,000 jobs for Ontarians. And I think that in an economy where we are facing 600,000 currently unemployed people to, with one sweep of a pen, add 10%, 60,000 to that number, is very short-sighted, irresponsible, and has not looked at the long-term impact of our province.
It's not going after them. It's about managing Ontario responsibly. In Ontario. And in balancing the interests of the unions versus the public, what we're trying to do is